Welcome to Just Right. This week it's poetry, and it's poetry to be performed to an audience on the last night of the Cheltenham Literature Festival, a 2-hour-long event called a poetry slam. I think that's quite a challenge, actually. So, who's going to do it? Well, meet Gabriel. He lives near Cheltenham and he's written a few poems over the years. Gabriel, are you volunteering to perform your own poem in front of well over 100 people?
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun, but I think I do need someone to help me.
Fair dues, and I know just the person, Nick Toshek. He's from Yorkshire and he's written almost as many poems as he's had chip butties. So, Nick, are you on for giving Gabriel a hand?
Oh, yes. I think that sounds like the sort of thing I'd enjoy. Should be fun.
Great. Well, let's get writing. Now, Nick's been asked to write a poem on football, so he's brought Gabriel along with him to watch a match at Pershore Town FC.
Right. I'm basing the poem, I think, on the stuff that's being shouted out by the players and by the people watching.
Get up!
Now, I'm jotting down a whole load of words that I could use.
Yeah, but what happens if, like, you've got a short poem, like 6 lines?
I still take a lot of notes. All of these notes here are just scribble. Doesn't matter, they're ideas, right? So you make a lot of notes.
You've got to switch on a bit more, lads. Come on! Come on! In the box! Get in the box! Give him some support! Move, lads! Move!
Okay.
So, okay, yeah, we can put okay in.
Yeah, Jack! Down the line! Down the line! Come on! Squeeze!
Well, what sort of things have you written down?
I've written down a whole load. I've got... Get it in the box, move lads, come on, squeeze. Give them some support, away, yeah, go. Well done, boys, keep going, and so on, right? Loads of stuff that we're shouting out.
Don't give it away, eh? Don't give it away, Drew. Making you think.
But how are you going to change these words into a poem?
Right, but I've started looking at where bits rhyme. So run rhymes with well done. And ball rhymes with call. So I can put in something about they call and then rhyme it with don't turn your back on the ball, which is the line I've got here. All sorts of stuff like that. So I'm looking for rhymes. I might invent some, but there's quite a few words in this list already that rhyme.
Put it out!
There you go, that's it.
Hey, Nick, don't be leaving that notebook of yours on the bus, will you? Yes! Now for some tips. If you're writing a poem and you're thinking about a place or a moment in time, ask yourself some questions like, what can I see? What can I hear? What can I smell? And then, just as Nick says, jot down anything that comes into your mind, a single word, a phrase, a sound, or whatever. For his performance at Cheltenham, Gabriel's decided to write about an unusual sport, the motor racing hill climb at Prescott Hill. Now it's Gabriel's turn to get out the notebook.
So, what I want you to do is jot down all the words that you can that help describe the sounds, the smells, because those are going to be difficult words to find. So, you got a couple of words down already. What have you got? Tell me.
Drone, groan,
So,
roaring and smoke.
what sort of words do you want for the noise here? That's getting really loud. It's a rattly noise.
I got that!
It's sort of tinny, isn't it? Wow. What was that like? Vroom, vroom. Remember, you're writing a poem for people who aren't actually here.
Okay.
So they're words that make people think about what it would be like if they were here. So, I think we ought to actually speak to somebody. I think that would be a dead good idea.
Is this the first time you've driven here?
No, I've driven here for years. In all sorts of different cars.
Well, we were wondering what describing words you would use.
I would say this is a 2-litre open-wheeler racing car.
What does it feel like to drive it?
It feels fantastic, very quick.
Watch this one round. I want you to jot down 2 or 3 words. What can you hear? Good word. Skid.
Racket.
And other words for racket.
Noise.
It was very
Loud.
loud. Right, listen again. Relax. Whoa. What was that? Worry.
Clatter.
Let's hear some of the words that you've got.
Wow. Clatter. Fast. Skid. Racket.
Right, those are all words we can use as we go on through the poem.
Now, at this stage, I reckon that Gabriel is beginning to piece together part of his poem. So, what have we got so far, guys?
Scrape and screech of tyres, engine every one a miles, gleaming colours, shiny sharks, skids and leaves a chalky mark. The cars speeding round the bend, at last they all reach the end.
Not bad, not bad. We've got what looks like certainly the middle bit of the poem, and it looks like we've got the end of the poem just about.
Yeah.
That could take some more work, and we need some scene setting at the beginning. So it'll be a longer poem when it's finished.
Yeah.
A lot of work still to do. Time for a drink, I think. Is that a poem?
Right, so what we've got is a good list of words now. That's great. Let's look at smells and sounds, see what we've got. Give us some.
Drone,
Good.
tinny, roaring, smoke and petrol.
Right, so what can we do there? Give us a description of the petrol smoke.
What about stuffy?
Stuffy, yeah? So what would we do with that?
The stuffy smell of smoke?
Very good. 3 S's. Stuffy smell of smoke. I like that. Now we need to look at our list of rhymes. So we've got some rhymes with smoke that you've done. Tell me what you've got.
Bloke, choke, folk, joke, poke, soak, and for W there's woke. And for the other ones I can't find anything else.
Right. So, what fits well?
Well, choke is part of a car, so that will probably work.
Yeah, what do you do with a choke?
You pull it.
So, we've got 2 lines. Let's hear them.
The stuffy smell of petrol smoke, the driver pulling on the choke.
Excellent.
I've got a few ideas for a chorus.
Right, what do you want to put in the chorus?
The main part of the race.
OK, let's hear it. Come on.
Down the slope, up the hill, round the bend, cars racing to the end.
Right, we've got a rhyme there, haven't we, as well? Round the bend, cars racing to the end. But you've got down the slope, up the hill.
Yeah, they don't rhyme.
They don't rhyme. So we need rhymes with slope and we need rhymes with hill. I like those ideas.
Now, here are some other things to remember. When you're writing a poem, it can be a bit like sweeping up things, gathering bits and pieces together, gathering up the words and phrases that you've noted down. Now, as you do that, they'll start to make a shape. One phrase after another down the page, say. Maybe you'll start to repeat some of the words. You might even find new and surprising ways of putting words together in a way that no one's ever done before. Anyway, that's enough for the time being. It's getting a bit hot in here. Let's get some fresh air.
Right, at your own speed, let's hear it. Nicely pronounced.
Take some steering, tyres and oil, add some gearing, wires and coil, a body shaped like a cigar, and make a super motor car. The stuffy smell of petrol smoke.
Right, stop that. Your words are really clear. You were nice and loud. What I want now is for you to put some expression into it. I'll show you. Let's swap places. Now have a listen to this, spectators. They bark instructions, brief and blunt. Move! Take him on! Get in front! Left, Kev! Bad luck! Run him, Jazz! Go on! Get your head up, Daz! Get it! Get it! Get it! Shoot! In there, Brian! Use your boot! There you are, like that. Put some real belt into it. Loud, clear, but real expression. Come on.
Take some steering, tyres and oil. Add some gearing, wires and coil. A body shaped like a cigar, and make a super motor car. The stuffy smell of petrol smoke, the driver pulling on the choke. The engines rev from tinny drone to lions roar, they're on their own.
Excellent. Excellent.
Absolutely, I could almost smell the petrol fumes. Now, when Nick was performing his football poem, you may have thought, well, it's all right for him. He's got a good voice, expressive face. The trick to remember when you're performing your own poem is use what you've got. If there are points in your poem that need pointing out, then when you say those words, point. Or maybe you're really good at whispering. Then, at some part or another of the poem, slam in a good whisper. Or maybe you've got funny eyes like me. Then make with the eyes. Use what you've got, be proud of what you've got. Even funny eyes. So, let's pull some of this together. 1, use your senses. Jot down anything and everything. 2, put what you've written into a shape. Surprise us. 3, use what you've got. Be proud. Right, now I must go and eavesdrop at Cheltenham. The audience is all ready and waiting, and I think they're just about to start.
We proudly present, for the first time ever, would you please welcome Gabriel Raeburn. Thank you.
Over to you, Gabriel.
Take some steering, tyres and oil. Add some gearing, wires and coil. A body shaped like a cigar, and make a super motor car. The stuffy smell of petrol smoke, the driver pulling on the choke. The engines rev from tinny drone to lions roar, they're on their own. They're speeding down the slope, faster than an antelope. Now they're zooming up the hill. I will win, the driver's shrill. Now they're rushing around the bend, cars racing to the end. Scrapes and screeches of tyres, engines everyone admires. Gleaming colours, shiny sharks, skids and leaves a chalky mark. Cars run and run and run and run until someone has finally won. As a spectator of the race, I hardly saw a driver with a woman's face. I ask you, is that fair? The more women don't share the thrill of driving at such a pace. Shouldn't anyone be able to join in the fun of a motor car race?
Nice one, Gabriel. See you next week.